Some of you have spent years trying to figure out why your spirit feels drained after dealing with certain people, why you feel unsettled after a conversation that should have been simple, why your intuition keeps tugging you away from someone who calls you friend. They call you friend with their mouth, but calls you competition with their actions. Let me tell you what's really happening. You're entertaining double faced connections. People who speak safety but bring disorder. People who show loyalty when someone's watching but show jealousy when no one is looking. People who base their relationship with you on convenience and not commitment. And you need to dismantle that, not with anger, not with bitterness, but being clear in your decision. Because double faced behavior is not loud. It's not always destructive at first. It's subtle, it's quiet, it's psychological. It shows up when someone applauds you publicly but questions your capability privately. It shows up when someone says they want you to win but avoids every opportunity to help you grow. It shows up when someone checks on you but only to gather information, not to offer support. And if you're spiritually sensitive, empathic, chosen, or deeply intuitive, you feel every bit of this, even without evidence, because your body registers people's intentions long before your mind processes their words. Double faced people don't destroy your life, they damage your clarity. They make you question yourself. They make you doubt what you feel. They make you silence instincts that were trying to protect you from the beginning. You attract double faced connections because you carry something many people pretend to have. You have an inner grounding, a natural insight, and emotional intelligence. People study you because they sense that you're not moved by superficial influence and you don't bend for approval. You don't beg for belonging and you do not compete. That combination threatens the insecure. The insecure people become double faced when standing next to someone who refuses to shrink. Another reason they come close because double faced individuals don't know how to build their own identity. So they attach themselves to someone who has one, which is you. You are their blueprint. You're the reference they copy. They praise you, but they also resent you. They follow you, but they also imitate you. They want your presence, but they also want your position. This conflict inside them creates two versions you keep encountering. Keeping double faced connections close has a real cost. It's mental fatigue. You constantly feel like you're being watched, analyzed, or judged because your spirit feels crowded, even in silence. And you also have the cost of delayed decisions because you're never sure which version of them you're responding to, the supportive one or the secret competitor. And also self abandonment. You start minimizing your accomplishments so they don't get offended. You start apologizing for being confident and you start downplaying your gifts so they don't feel threatened. A part of you knows the relationship isn't right, but another part feels obligated to keep the connection. The internal tug of war is why so many chosen ones feel exhausted. You're overstimulated by emotional instability of grown adults who refuse to be one person. Watch for inconsistency in energy, not their words, because words will lie, but their presence won't. And notice how they react when you succeed. Do they celebrate you without comparing, or do they shift the conversation back to themselves and pay attention to who they're connected to? Double faced people run in double faced circles. Their friends tell you everything. Look at how they treat people they no longer need. That is the real version of them. Trust your first reaction, trust your first instinct. If you felt off from the beginning, it was real. Your spirit always speaks before your logic catches up. You don't have to announce that you see them. You don't need a confrontation. You don't need a fight. A double faced person already knows what they're doing. Here's how you break away though. Reduce access, redefine the connection without talking about it. Stand firm on your boundaries. Stop trying to save a connection that already exposed itself. Position yourself around people who speak one language, honesty. Don't let them into your personal space. Stop oversharing. Stop feeding them information they can use against you. Interact politely but not personally. If they get offended, that's confirmation. Your loyalty is being wasted on someone who never planned to protect you. Your spirit thrives in straightforward environments. The moment you stop entertaining double-faced connection, three things happen. Your clarity returns, your energy elevates, and your path opens. Your mind feels clean again. You stop questioning yourself. You stop carrying the emotional imbalance of someone else's insecurity because double-faced people were never part part of your destiny. You are called, you are chosen. They were part of your distraction. When you release them, you step into a level of confidence, peace, and groundedness that was being held hostage by their inconsistency. Your calling becomes louder, your creativity becomes sharper, your intuition becomes undeniable, and your future becomes lighter. You were never meant to hold on to the people who can't choose one truth. You're not being harsh by cutting connections that confuse your spirit. You're being responsible. You're not being mean by walking away from people who can't stand beside you. In honesty, you're being protective. Your growth requires consistency, not duality. So stop entertaining what drains you, stop excusing what confuses you, and stop giving access to those who think your value is a game. You are called not to be played with. And they need to understand that. And you can do that quietly. The version of you that's rising needs peace, clarity, and solid connections, not double-faced distractions. Thank you for visiting my channel. Stay covered, stay conscious, stay undefeated. I'll see you on the next one.